Pokemon Go just got a whole lot better because as you can see, shadow raids are now remotable. You can remote raid shadow Pokemon. No longer are the days where you have to go to the raids in person and raid them. You can do them from anywhere in the world and you can invite people. This is such a massive W. Feel free to pinch yourself. This is not a dream. Pokemon Go's official tweet here, remote raid passes can be used to participate in shadow raids during this Fashion Week taking over and the incoming Ho-Oh Shadow Raid Day. Amazing timing for this brand new update to Pokemon Go because Shadow Legendary raids have been so undoable. They're unraidable, they're unplayable, they're unfunnable. They are not great. They're low-key one of the best things in Pokemon Go. A legendary Pokemon that's available that is going to be shadow eligible, that has an IV floor that you can purify to make the IVs even better. What is there not to love about that? And they can be Shiny Shadow eligible. Only problem is nobody really does them because they were way too difficult, but not anymore because you can join them, you can invite people. This is awesome, man. Shout out to everybody out there that has been waiting and just watching people do Shadow Legendary raids because now we can all do them together. You love to see that massive news to start the new year, but this is also happening during this Fashion Week Taken Over event that brings us some epic things. Shadow Legendary Palkia, a brand new Pokemon, and new Shiny Shadow Pokemon. There is so much to do, and we're gonna get into that later today, but let's talk about this. Shadow Ho-Oh Raid Day is this Sunday, January 19th from 2 to 5 p.m. It's a Shiny Shadow eligible Pokemon, if not the best Shiny Shadow Pokemon you could ever get. It looks insane. I actually have one. Allow me to flex real quick. Look at this guy. How awesome is that? If you guys haven't seen this video, go check it out. It's on the channel. But anyway, so the first time ever, this guy is gonna be remote raidable, and you're gonna get 5 free raid passes from spinning gyms during this event, and an increased chance of getting Shiny Shadow Ho-Oh. Come on, man. And something I didn't mention earlier, the remote raid limit will increase to 20 during this weekend, so you can get raid invites the day before from friends around the world, and you can raid them the day of, increasing the amount of raids you can do. Come on, man. And this is a detail that's easy to miss, but you have to know it. Ho-Oh caught via these shadow raids is gonna have a higher HP attack and defense floor, so a better chance of you getting a high IV Shadow Legendary Ho-Oh, and a better chance of you purifying it for a potential hundo if you're about it. And another underrated massive W, you can use a charged TM during this event to teach Ho-Oh its charged attack, Sacred Fire. Come on, man. You love to see that. Sacred Fire is a beast move, and it makes Ho-Oh so much cooler and better. And of course, as usual, for $5, you can get an event ticket that's gonna get you 8 more raid passes from spinning gyms on that day. You're also gonna get an increased chance at XL candies, 50% more XP, and double Stardust. This event's gonna be huge. Good luck to everybody out there. I know I already have a Shiny Shadow Ho-Oh, but I kinda want another one now. You love to see that. A lot of awesome stuff, but you know what else is awesome? Check out what we got, ladies and gentlemen. It's Shiny Sneasel with the costume. On the way here just a few minutes ago with the Pineapple Berry Ultra Ball. Bada bing, bada boom. This costume Sneasel is spawning again with this Fashion Week takeover, which we're gonna be talking about right now, and we just got a shiny off the rip. Here it is, 435 CP, Shiny Sneasel. I have not checked the IVs. I just caught this minutes ago. I promise you that. Ladies and gentlemen, costume Sneasel Shiny. This is a 15 attack, 1 star. I'll take it, man. It's a costume Shiny. You love to get those. Plus, Shiny Sneasel, as usual, is perma boosted. It's easier to get. I still love it. I know people complain because it's such an easy Shiny to get, quote unquote, but it's pink, it's orange, it's beautiful, and it's got a costume. But of course, it doesn't evolve, which sucks. But that's still very, very awesome. Do I have the Shiny costume? Shiny Sneasel and costume. I don't have another one. That is my first ever Shiny costume Sneasel to start this adventure, to start this event. Amazing stuff. And real quick, we gotta hop in this showcase because why the heck not? Showcase entry is a Blitzel. Let's see if we can get something in here. Rank 1. We need that. I don't know if it's gonna stay rank 1, but that is awesome. Wait a second. No shot, no shot, no shot. We just got a Shiny Magmar. 655 CP. I had to pineapple it so my Go Plus wouldn't get to it. What are the odds? What are the odds, man? Shiny Sneasel, and then we get to the park and Shiny Magmar. 2 pink shinies in a row, by the way. Starting this event off with 2 shinies in the first few minutes is a massive W, and this is gonna be a good event. You can already tell. That is the momentum we needed. That is the momentum we're looking for. Magmar, heck yeah, dude. Shiny 55, or what? Shiny 655. 2 stars, not the greatest one, I'm gonna be honest, but it's a Shiny Magmar. It's a beautiful shiny, by the way. Another one of those perma boosted shinies, but this is pretty random. This is not an event spawn, I don't think. Just a random Shiny Magmar in the wild. Come on, dude, let's go. What a start to a really awesome event, by the way. Shadow Legendary Palkia is awesome. New Shiny Shadow Pokemon, a new Pokemon. This is a great event. Plus, we have this collection challenge taken over. We need to catch Gothita, Stunky, Marini, already caught a Sneasel, Krogunk, Wooper, and Absol. Those last 4 are more costume Pokemon, so it's nice to have some more costume Pokemon during this Fashion Week event. They're bringing some back. Then, of course, the Shadow Palkia special research. That's going to give us a Super Rocket Radar where we go find and battle Giovanni, catch Shadow Palkia. And by the way, if you're watching this video and you do not have this special research, it's because you have another Team Rocket special research in the way, and you have to complete that before this one pops up. So make sure you do that so you can get this research, go get your Shadow Palkia, and have a good time. So let's get that going because Shadow Palkia is going to be awesome and very useful. I was gonna battle this grunt right here, but we actually have a costume Butterfree raid right on top of us for absolutely free. Let's go ahead and hop in and take this down. Here we are starting the raid. I already have this costume shiny, but it is a beautiful costume shiny. Plus everybody loves Butterfree, very nostalgic Generation 1 Pokemon. So let's give it a shot. And of course it's free, so why not? Let me know what your goals are for this event. And of course, let me know if you guys get a Shadow Palkia and how good or bad it might be. Hopefully it's good. As usual, adding the Team Rocket aspect to an event saves the event because the Fashion Week event on its own was not great. Very boring, very dull. This adds a lot of excitement to it. Butterfree goes down 10:22. I feel like today marks a very important time in Pokemon Go where things start to incline in a lot of ways. I'm feeling a lot of positivity in the community, a lot of good momentum. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 shinies to start the day. Can we make it 3? No. 1022 CP, not a shiny, but it could be a hundo. I'm excited to grind this event, to be honest. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to look forward to. Why on earth is this Butterfree being so hard to catch? Also, I just threw an excellent without looking. That's pretty cool. That's got to be it. Oh, give me that. Yes, sir. I deserve that, dude. An excellent without looking. That would have been the coolest hundo catch I've ever done, but pretty good IV costume Butterfree. I'll keep it. It's kind of rare, I guess. It only comes around once a year, so very nice. And real quick, I want to talk about Shadow Palkia being in Pokemon Go. It is an awesome Shadow Legendary. I wasn't expecting it because technically we're still supposed to be getting Shadow Legendary Rayquaza, but they skipped out on that. I don't know why. Anyways, we got Shadow Legendary Palkia, and it is an awesome Shadow Legendary, and it's actually very useful too. Palkia is a great water and dragon type Pokemon, and now that you gave it a shadow form, it's going to be even greater, and it looks awesome too. So make sure you guys go get it. I cannot wait to get mine pretty soon here. Unfortunately, it is not shiny eligible, so don't try to go for that. It's not a thing. And also, of course, we have new Shiny Shadow Pokemon. Shiny Shadow Cubone is available from Cliff, Shiny Shadow Scorpy is available from Sierra, and Shiny Shadow Grimer is available from Arlo. 3 beautiful Shiny Shadow families, and apparently it's got a lot of use in the PvP world, so good luck to everybody out there with those Shiny Shadows. I gotta make it happen. I think we're gonna do an adventure pretty soon here where I buy a bunch of radars, battle all the leaders, and try to get some of those new Shadow Shinies. And of course, for the research, we gotta battle some grunts. I just took one down, and a Bunnelby. Is this one of the new Shadow Pokemon? Because there are new Shadow Pokemon as well. We gotta talk about that. I believe it is, because I don't have it evolved, and I usually make sure I catch all of the Shadow Pokemon that are in Pokemon Go. Shadow Bunnelby. Let's go ahead and evolve this for the first time into Shadow Diggersby. And that gives us perfect segue into talking about what new Shadow Pokemon are in Pokemon Go. But first, of course, let's evolve it into the new Shadow Pokemon, and now that we got that done, we'll never catch one again. Here's the full list of new Shadow Pokemon. We have Shadow Tailo, Snivy, Tepig, Oshawott, Trubbish, and Bunnelby. A lot of interesting Pokemon in there. None of those are going to be shiny eligible off the rip. I haven't seen any reports so far. I could be wrong, so if you guys know of any, let me know in the comments. And speaking of new Pokemon, we have this little guy. Shroodle is now in Pokemon Go. Unfortunately, it's only available in 12-kilometer eggs. Of course it is. That is the worst way to make a Pokemon available. I'd rather it be raid exclusive. I'd rather it be daily incense exclusive. You gotta work to get this 12-kilometer eggs, and then you gotta walk those kilometers to get them hatching, and then good luck hatching the specific Pokemon that you want to hatch. Shroodle is gonna be a tough one. If you're ever gonna get it though, it's gonna be during this event, so good luck. He's a cool little guy, and I do love Pokemon that are obtainable in exclusive ways, but 12-kilometer eggs, at least don't do it for the event. Make it 2s for now and 12s later. What are we doing? And speaking of not getting lucky, let's get our Elixirs breakthrough going. Alolan Raichu. This is a Pokemon you just don't see anymore in Pokemon Go. It's kind of become rare. It was definitely a very available Pokemon for a lot of years, but as of the last few, this guy's not really around. Not in raids, not in any eggs, not in any research outside of this research breakthrough. And this is kind of an iconic Pokemon, I feel like. A very nostalgic Pokemon for me when it comes to Pokemon Go. Alola Raichu, a shiny I still don't have, actually. Also, why the heck isn't it catching? Come on. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Down that goes right there. Alola Raichu, 939 is the 2-star. Could be better. Oh, wait. 2 Sneasel checks. Perma boosted shiny odds here. Give it to me. Give it to me. No. On the real though, what are the odds that we actually got 2 shinies to start this event? In the first few minutes of actually playing Pokemon Go today, we get 2 shinies. I feel like that's only a good sign of things to come. I'm telling you guys, everything changes starting today. There's a different energy, a different vibe in the air, and I love it. And here is a Shadow, or Shadow Costume Wooper. Oh, why are you jumping out? Remember, we got to catch this for the collection challenge. So I'm going to go around right now and see if we can get some of these collection challenge done. Is that a critical catch? No. I guess I'll pop the daily incense too and see what happens. Never know. Clearly, my luck has been pretty insane. Might as well keep testing it. Moltres, Moltres, Moltres. I don't know what I thought this was, but I thought it was gonna be something crazy. Wrapped up the daily incense, 18 Pokemon, some pretty good spawns actually. Not too mad about that for a quick little 15-minuter. Safe to say, part 2 of this event has been awesome. But if you guys missed out on part 1, make sure to watch the video on screen right here because it was a banger.